Hi Bibliophiles, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanvi Dikshit and in today's video I am going to be reviewing Jane Austen's last ever novel, Persuasion. As always, before we get into the video, a little something or actually a lot about the author. Now, I know Jane Austen needs no introduction for anyone who's a reader, but if you are new to the world of English literature, let me tell you a little something about her. Jane Austen is, of course, one of the most celebrated English authors, and rightly so. Jane Austen was born in Steventon, Hampshire in the year 1775. She went on to write 6 novels, out of which 4 were published while she was still alive. These were Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Emma and Mansfield Park. The other 2 novels were published posthumously or after she passed away in the year 1817, and these 2 are Northanger Abbey and of course her last novel, Persuasion. So Persuasion was actually the last novel written by Austen, and her ardent fans always argue that this is her best work. Is it really? Watch this video all the way to the end to find out my opinion. Also, before we get into it, just take a look at how pretty this book cover is. This is hands down one of the prettiest books I have owned. It is so beautiful, so beautiful. The book is 288 pages long and has been written in Jane Austen's signature writing style. Now, if you're someone who is not used to reading classics or you're kind of unfamiliar with older English, it might take you a minute to get used to the language, but persist, okay? Push through the first couple of chapters. You'll get the hang of it, and once you do, it'll open up a whole new world for you. So Persuasion tells the story of Anne Elliot, a 27-year-old unmarried woman. Now, Anne is everything you want in a woman, right? She's pretty, she's high-born, she's intelligent, she's witty, she's well-read. Basically, she's a catch. But if you actually think about it, this novel is set in the 1800s, which means that she's unmarried at the age of 27, making her way past her marriageable age. But that's not because of a lack of love. Anne Elliot was hopelessly in love with Frederick Wentworth 8 years ago, and they were actually the perfect match. But her family and friends did not consider him worthy of her, and that's why, as the title goes, they are persuaded to end their relationship. But in spite of ending their relationship, they never really forget each other. Even after 8 years, Anne is still desperately in love with Frederick, and she's kind of regretting her decision of letting him go. She hates the fact that she let herself be persuaded by the society to let go of the one person she truly loved. Fast forward 8 years and Anne's family is now struggling financially, so they decide to move to Bath and rent out their property to an admiral and his wife, who is, surprise, surprise, Frederick Wentworth's sister. Frederick Wentworth, actually now Captain Wentworth, is back in Anne's life, and Anne is very unsure how she should be feeling about this because she knows very well that she is still in love with him, but she has no idea what his feelings towards her are. She knows that he's still unmarried, but she's not sure if he hates her, he loves her, he feels nothing about her, he wants to be friends with her. So Anne is completely confused about how things are going to pan out when they finally come face to face with each other. So most of the novel goes by without you actually getting to know how Frederick Wentworth feels towards Anne. You are kind of really rooting for them because he's also an amazing guy. He's smart, he's good looking, he's intelligent, he's achieved so much in life. He's also considerate and compassionate towards others. Basically, you know that he's the perfect match for Anne. But he is kind of courting another girl, and Anne also is kind of courting another guy. So all the way till the end, you don't really know if they're going to end up together or not, what's going to happen, are you going to be disappointed. So it's a nice, it keeps you on your toes all the way to the end. So the novel is kind of a little sad, but in a good way. So it's like this melancholy story, this feeling of loving someone from a distance, wishing all the happiness, wishing the best for them, but never really knowing if they will love you back or not, never really knowing if you'll end up with them, if you'll be with them. So it's a very different feeling, difficult to explain, you have to read it to understand. The characters are really well written, very wittily written actually, whether it's Anne's immediate family, her elder sister and her father, for whom Their vanity is their entire personality. They're extremely self-absorbed people. Her sister Mary, who's married into the upper cross family, the upper cross family is like really genuinely nice, loving, adorable people. And her best friend, Lady Russell, who's steadfast, who's intelligent, who's kind of like the only person who gets Anne. And of course, our protagonist, Anne Elliot. Now, if you know me, you know I love to read a strong female character. And Jane Austen always dishes them with a spice seasoning on top. Anne is beautifully witty. The way she thinks, the way her mind works is just amazing to read. She's completely in charge of her own life. She is steadfast in the face of adversity, able to take control of difficult situations, has a very stable and calm mind. She's able to look at everything very objectively and come to decisions. Very rational, very intellectual, very witty. Very well aware of everything that's happening in the world. Anne is a woman who has a sharp mind. She has immense dignity and self-worth. She can take charge of difficult situations. She has a good sense of morality and immense strength of character. She's basically what you call a woman of substance. It's been a while since I've read a really good romance novel, and this novel made me so happy. I could not stop smiling the whole time I was reading this. The best part about this love story is how subtle and nuanced it is, okay? None of their feelings are in your face, like the entire romance, right? Throughout the novel, you're completely unsure of what exactly their feelings are. You're not like, the emotions that are expressed are not in your face. Everything is like very layered, very subtle, very nuanced, but still, you know that deep down they really love each other, so you're rooting for them throughout the novel. They actually don't end up confessing their feelings for each other all the way till the end of the novel. This finally happens in chapter 10 of volume 2, where there's a letter written in agitation and then it is acted upon, responded upon in equal agitation. Which is like a very emotional chapter. But my favorite part about the ending is that in this particular edition, they've actually included an extra cancelled chapter. So Jane Austen actually wrote 2 different versions of how the end of the novel would go. And one of them was of course cancelled, and the other one was included in the main novel. But in this print, they have also included the cancelled chapter. So you kind of get to read 2 different interpretations, 2 different versions of how Jane Austen envisioned the ending of this novel to be, and I really enjoyed that. I don't know if this chapter is included in all of its prints, but try to get your hands on this one because this one has it for sure. All in all, my opinion on the book Persuasion is a flawless masterpiece. It is intelligent, it is witty, it is romantic. If you are looking to feel all the subtle emotions, then this is the book for you. It's so beautifully nuanced. All the emotions portrayed in it are so subtle. I think I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is one of Jane Austen's best works, if not the best, which I think it is. But I think I need to go back and reread all of her books and then come to a final opinion. But this has to be at least one of the top 2. I think Persuasion has also been adapted into a TV show and a couple of movies. But according to a lot of reviews I read, I don't really think they match up to the book. I actually went and watched the movie starring Dakota Johnson, and it really did nothing for me. It's like, it totally was unable to distill the essence of the novel, because the novel is so nuanced and the movie was so in your face that it was just an absolute mismatch. So I really did not enjoy the movie, especially if you've read the novel before, then you're not really going to like the movie. But anyway, go ahead, read Persuasion, leave a comment, let me know how you felt about the novel. Also, let me know which one is your favorite out of all of Jane Austen's works. This is me, Tanvi Dikshit, signing off for now. I really hope you enjoyed this book review, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy reading, and please hit the subscribe button so that you are aware when the next video drops.